Hello and welcome into BFME 2, patch 1.06 this time. We are on the map Harlindon, which is island map. As we can see, only one smooth island. We are playing man mirror at the moment, and we got Illusion as a man, and myself at the bottom. So as I said before, man mirror and our different approaches into the battlefield, into the battle. I went for 3 farms into the barrack near the outpost in order to get fast resources, while my opponent started with forward barrack near an inn in order to get quick access to the loading warriors. In the meantime, create another farm. So our approaches were completely different strategies. I went for rather expansionary build. He went for quick rush and ability to create decent units. Our power points are going to be the same. As we can see, Elfenwood for my opponent and myself. So those power points shouldn't be used at all during the entire match. And Gondor soldiers are going to be first battalions that will appear on the battlefield. As you saw, I realized that he's taking it in and that I will not be able to create a farm, so I decided my great fashion to create something else, and you will know what it is. It is a tower. In the meantime, he took it in. He is going towards my barrack, and well, I wasn't able to creep. I was trashed, and let's check the amount of resources that both of us possessed at the moment, as it's the start of the game. He already spent the resource of Elven Warriors, which is really good idea. They're really hard to trample. You can switch to bow or sword, and another thing that he was able to achieve is to take down the barrack before the banner carry for me, which is 400 resources back in my pocket. Could be research. Banner carry allows my warriors to get into formation, 25% of armor, which could allows me to win every 1-on-1 in Gondor soldiers skirmishes. But it was denied. A really good job by Illusion over there. In the meantime, I'm trying to deal as much damage as possible, trying to deny any kind of access. I got to be honest, with this tower I could definitely aim for the outpost and for the inn, and not taking care of the loading warriors, but I made a mistake as well. In the meantime, as you can see, the barrack went down for me, and I was forced to create another one. My opponent decided that well, he got an advantage. He got the barrack, he got it in, and he's just destroying my units. This is what it is, he's just destroying me. He decided to go for finger 2, and as we can see, he was able to take down, or rather force me to cancel the farm. I'm going for stables. This is the only choice that I got, and if you can see on the command points, he got 400 command points while I got 300. It means that I got only those 2 farms in the fortress, which you will be able to see later on. In the meantime, as you can see, he got tons of farms. He creates more and more of those farms, but one thing to be aware of, he shouldn't go towards the banner carry with all his forces. Definitely this Gondor soldier battalion could take down the Gobliner and an inn in the same time. It seems that he produced just another battalion of Elven Warriors, and now he's investing the resources into something that I cannot see on the map, but as we can see, there is another barrack, which is a good idea. He saw that I got the stables, so he invested in Gondor tower guards, but in the meantime he's healing the units, and as we can see, this Elfenwood is his. Creeping at the moment, as I'm trying to take it as well, and rather creep jug and take the treasures of the Goblin Lair, which could be really hard. So first battalion of Gondor soldiers, Gondor warriors, or rather Gondor knights, are on the battlefield. I received 5 power points, And well, no, he received 5 power points. Wait a minute. He received 5 power points, and you will see how different. So he got an advantage of power points also. And there was a first mistake that he made. Illusion threw down the elephant wood while I just did the same, and this land belongs to me at the moment, which shouldn't happen. When you saw that your opponent is the same race and in man mirror indefinitely, you shouldn't throw the elephant wood anywhere. You do it once, you realize, okay, my opponent is a man of the west also, so this power point is useless. You are not using it completely. I'm trying to capture the inn, the outpost rather, and I will be able to rather not doing it because I will be forced to get away. It seems I was able to capture it and I'm able to get away at the moment. So now this building belongs to my opponent. I was able still to produce 1 battalion of elfin warriors, and I'm trying to take advantage of this land over there. I realized that I cannot do much job over there, that I'm forced to move forward. I take a running call as a next power point to get not only 50% of armor but also 50% of gaining experience and 50% of damage for my units. And there are not lots of them. I know that purple and blue could be really hard to spot in this patch, but there are not lots of my units. I'm trying to take down barracks, so he will be not supply block, but he will not be able to create more and more units. Of course, in my normal fashion, I'm not taking down the inn because I would like rather to take it. And as we can see, we got Boromir on the battlefield, which definitely is a nice choice, but in Man Mirror, you rather create more and more units before anything else, before a hero. I don't think so that making a hero really quickly is a good idea. Because of this, he is actually losing another barrack, as we can see, and this Boromir is not really helping before he is going to reach level 3. So he lost 2 barracks. He lost also the inn at the moment, although this battalion is still his. It's purple, and I'm forced to get away with my really squishy Gondor Knight battalion. There is almost on level 3. He's trying to chase it. 1 salva should be enough, and it is. As we can see, my knights are going to be taken down. They did their job. Anyway, purple got another inn. He's producing units at the moment. He realized, okay, this is the only thing that I'm supposed to do, producing more and more units. He got himself archer range for some reason. If you got access to the inn units, and they are archers and pretty decent ones, you are not going for archer range in Human Mirror, because the archer range costs 300, which is a barrack. You need to upgrade it on 1.06 to get the rangers. It's 500, which you can spend on stables or any kind of heroes. Coming up with heroes, we got Boromir on level 4, and actually, as you can see, he's not really dealing damage. He's just running around with hero that cost him 1000 resources, and it's not cost effective. He could definitely create more and more units and attack me. This is why units before heroes is really important. I know at the moment there are lots of 1.00 replays pop out, and then you can see players go for heroes immediately. This is why they're playing on 4K, and heroes are tougher, plus heals you 100%, not 50. But on 1.06 as well as 1.09, you rather go for units than heroes. Heroes, definitely the tier 1 heroes are really good support heroes, but if you are able to go for units and force your opponent back towards his base and deal more damage, you are able to do it. And also micromanagement. Boromir or other hero, even tier 1 hero, is just 1 unit. In the meantime, you can spend like, how much is it? 5-6 battalions of Gondor soldiers and spread them across the map and deal damage towards the farms. This is the thing that you would like to do. Now the Boromir is low in health. He wasn't able to do much. He was forced to use Horn of Gondor to even escape from the Gondor soldier battalion. So this is why you're not going for it. And another thing that he did, he doesn't realize that he's not able actually to use the Elfenwood. That I will just cover the Elfenwood every time. And this land again belongs to me. This should not happen. Now I'm getting the use of my Gondor soldiers. As you can see, I got the shield formation, so that means that I bought and make a research of the Banachary. Really good in Man Mirror. And now he's getting rid of the inn as he realizes, okay, that I'm creating too much units, too much elfin warriors out of this inn, and this is actually painful for him. So he's decided to take it down. And he did, although you cannot see it. He did take the elfin inn down. As you can see, he was able to take the inn, the outpost, into his control. The other one I'm controlling, but he's not able to take down the treasures, and I will recapture the outpost on his side. He's going for double barrack. Now that point of the game is like he doesn't have a plan, it seems. He's going for double barrack. He got the stables at the moment. He realized, okay, I need the knights, and he possessed the Ithilien archers. At this point of the game, when you saw that your opponent going for stables, as I did, you are not going for stables yourself. And you will see the reason why. I realized that there is a purple battalion of Gondor knights chasing my elfin warriors. Elfin warriors are really hard to trample on the sword mode, so you got to be aware of it. And as we can see, there is the differ. He got 350 command points and 9 power points, while I got 9 power points and 650 command points. I get myself Banachary. I'm not going for hero quite yet, as you can see. I went just for Banachary. The knight battalion was forced to go back to retreat. It was near my fortress. It shouldn't happen. And another thing, if you are throwing a well near your fortress, you can do it by purchasing the fortress upgrade. This allows you to heal your units 20% faster actually, although it costs twice as much as a well, so be aware of it. But it's tougher, it's in the fortress. And now you'll see some difference. I went for Yomer. This is the anti-cavalry, anti-Man of the West mirror hero used in Clan Wars back in the days. So in normal games you would rather see Boromir, Aragorn, infantry and cavalry, even no rangers, in like 1.06 matches most of the time. But in Clan Wars matches you will see Eomer before Boromir, if you will ever see Boromir. And this is the difference here, because Boromir is good, but he is not able to kill cavalry, while Eomer, as you can see, can use spear throw and actually kill quite a lot of units out of the cavalry. He'll be forced to get back. Boromir is back on the field. He can definitely stomp me, so Horn of Gondor is available, and he will do it. So he stomped me. He used immediately Tom Bombadil, which is a good choice, but you can use just preoccupied formation. It gives you a little bit more armor, and even Sonic Sun cannot deal that much damage to kill you. So I'm getting away. Tom Bombadil of my opponent has been used. Let's not say waste, but it was quite a waste for him. And as we can see, we were able to capture even the Knight Battalion and killing some pikes in the process with a spear throw, receiving level 2 for our Eomer. So we are getting more power points. Now, power points buff is also different if you're playing Man Mirror, and you will see why. Normally you're going for Elfenwood, Tom Bombadil straight towards Dunedain Alliance most of the time. Sometimes you're going for heal also. In this point he went for straightforward man of the Dunedain Alliance, while I decided that I'm going for 2 more heroes, which is Elwen for her smite. It's dealing more damage towards flying units. This is why it's not called a spear throw and smite, because it's dealing more damage towards flying enemy units. And now you will see why I'm using a cloud break before and even not getting the Dunedain Alliance. I can stomp them with cloud break and then use Tomb Bombardil to get rid of them. And this is the whole plan. Not really hard one. In the meantime, I'm getting myself Theoden. Theoden will get Glorious Charge on level 5 here, not on level 4 like it is in 1.00 and not in level 7 like it is 1.09. So it's going to be quicker. Boromir is in danger. There are not lots of units for the player. There are only 1 battalion of Tower Guards and 1 battalion of Rangers. Okay, Boromir been taken care of. As we can see, we got King's Favor. Target units gaining experience, really good if you get enough battalion of Rohirrims. As you can see, I'm trying to get Rohirrims at this point, and my opponent got Rohirrims for himself also. You got to remember, Rohirrims are really good units, but against heroes like Eomer or Elwen, they are just experience. They're going to be just an experience for them. So this is the different approach. Normally you're going for Boromir and Aragorn and also finish the game with Blade Master. I don't know if players are using Blade Master still on the fortress like it was back in the days. I know that nobody likes it, but I don't remember if, and I don't really know if players in 1.06 still using the Aragorn Blade Master on the fortress, if it's available. But they're going definitely for 2 heroes, and this is Boromir and Aragorn. Those are heroes already choosing, and most of the time they're not going for anything else. Eowyn get into the pikes. She likes this stick, I got to be honest with you, and I got to revive her. I'm still trying to level up Theoden with Eomer because I would like to get the outlaw leadership for Eomer. And the Glorious Charge for Theoden, as you know. Not the best spear throw, I got to say, killing actually nothing. So this is a sad story. But Theoden is like a leadership given hero that's running around dealing no damage at the same time. So my opponent is kind of close here. He's not able to push me back. As you can see, he gets 7 power points, 600 combine points. This is quite a lot because he got farms over there. I know you cannot see it on minimap. I'm getting into his base again. Eowyn is back on the battlefield, dealing more and more damage, as you can see. Almost level 6 on Theoden, on Eomer rather. And Boromir is low on health, and you can see that Smite is not going to deal that much damage because it's not an evil unit. This way Smite is decent against flying units and all the heroes of Mordor or Isengard Goblins. But in Man Mirror, she's just there, okay? Let's call it like that. She's just there for theatrical purposes. It's not necessary to make her because she's not dealing that much damage and she's not providing any kind of leadership for you. So we got Rohirrims at the moment. Those heroes are really well established, although Theoden still is not on level 5, so there is no Glorious Charge. But I would like to work on it. But there is King's Favor, and I don't think so that I used King's Favor before getting into the battlefield. I definitely went for heavy armor, and my opponent, as it is in the 1.00 or 1.06 fashion, decided to go for the Aragorn. He used the Alpha Node first, so I cover it. So this gives me armor bonus also. So this is really weird. 1.06 players. At least this player decided to go straight strategy, like strategy that he saw and we all saw years ago. We got Aragorn on the battlefield, which cost 3000 resources. Again, he's not able to deal that much damage. He's not able to really to push me back. Theoden got his glorious charge at the moment. Eomer was out of position and will be killed. And well, Theoden also. So I decided, okay, this is enough. I haven't seen this coming. I got to retreat. Aragorn is on the field. So he wasted a really decent amount of resources that he doesn't really have. So I can push back and chill out a bit. We got 20 power points. I got 20 power points. Got the upgrades. Going for upgrades for the fortress. Healing up near the fortress. Getting back my heroes. I got the Rohirrims there doing completely nothingness. So this is nice as well. You shouldn't allow it to happen, but it happens once at a time. Turret expansion, upgraded fortress. This is all you need at this point of the game. And Aragorn pushing by himself. There is nothing else that he can do. And you can see why you're not going for Aragorn in this point of the game. Tower guards are fully upgraded. They're on level 2. And they're going rather toe to toe with Aragorn. He's forced to use the Blade Master even. And even Tom Bombadil appear here to help him stay alive. Atal has been even used. So, as you can see, Aragorn is a good idea, but not at this point of the game. Eomer is back on the field. And we are just waiting for Theoden to reappear. We knew that he is Atalas and Blade Master, so we will not be able to get it in the meantime. That Tom Bombadil was used also, dealing completely no damage, forced me just to get away. And Theoden is back on the battlefield. Rohirrims are ready. King's Favor will be used in order to a little bit level them up. And here we go. As you can see, Aragorn is here. Tom Bombadil disappear. He knew that he's not able to take down everything. He saw my fortress. So he realized that he's not able to deal enough damage. And now he's going back, trying to save himself, while I'm going with tons of Rohirrims towards his own base. And this is a mobile phone in the meantime. Here we go, glorious charge. 10% of normal damage and immune to trample. Heal been used and the fortress will went down. Aragorn even wasn't able to get here in time. As we can see, there is Army of the Dead. And just finishing the Aragorn that is not able to protect himself against it. He's throwing down 2 barracks, but it's not going to work at the moment. So we can actually see the difference in old school build order and the standard build order, which is Boromir and Aragorn. The beginning of the game was his. He could definitely defeat me. He take down the barrack, he take down my ability to create units, but he threw down the Alpha Node too fast before me. Or rather, he shouldn't do it anyway. So he's going at the moment for tower guards. He will not be able to get nearby my Rohirrims anyway. And there are fully upgraded elven warriors nearby dealing damage towards the barrack. And the tower guards will be taken down by them as well. and he realized that there is no way that he can come back into this game, and this is GG. So that was just an example of old school against a standard build order, which you decide to do. Not all the time Boromir and Aragorn first, or rather only those two heroes, is the greatest choice. You get to mix your compositions all the time, think ahead, and use your units and heroes accordingly. Also, don't go for the hero immediately when you see 1000 resources. You can build more units, spread them, deal more damage towards the farms, then create one single hero that is rather a support hero and tier 1 heroes. Okay, this is it. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoy, and see you next time. Bye bye.